Here we have Peyton's breaststroke. Real wide on that pull. We want to make sure as you press out to here, then both arms are going to kind of press down to there, and then your hands will press straight back past your feet. So don't go out so wide. We want to get a little bit deeper. Your eyes are also looking in front. Make sure you're looking down. When your head goes up, your hips go down and you come up way too fast. With your pull, you're grabbing a little shallow. We want to make sure you're grabbing a little bit deeper, as well as you've got a lot of space in between those elbows at that point in time. Anytime you're pressing those elbows or pressing those hands together, you also want to think about pressing those elbows together. One thing I would like to see, and you're going to see probably a better angle of that on the way back, is really being able to turn those palms out just a lot more. So at the start of that pull, get those palms turned out so that they're almost facing the two side walls, and then turn them as you're pressing down on the water to come up to breathe, and then squeeze them together. As you go through that kick, really think about trying to pick those heels up and then push the water back and get those feet all the way together. We can see right there that you don't have those feet getting all the way together. So let's get a little bit bigger pull, really thinking about trying to squeeze those elbows together underneath you and really trying to get those feet together as you're finishing that breaststroke. That'll help you out in the long run, make that breaststroke a lot faster for you. Keep it up. Here we have Peyton's breaststroke. So you go off, really just got to work on pushing through and just jumping off of that starting block. You're just kind of following. As we go through your breaststroke, we can see that your eyes are pretty much looking straight forward. We want to be able to have your eyes focus more on the bottom of the pool. Even when you come up to breathe, you don't need to be looking out in front of you. Unfortunately, you should never be able to see who's cheering for you at the back of the lane. And it's one of those that when you lift your head up, your hips tend to drop real far, and that's not something that we really want to have happen. I feel like as we look at your pull out in front, you're going real kind of shallow. We can actually open that up a little bit more, get a little bit more power out of it, and get a little bit more movement. But I think we're going to have a better look at that on the underwater view. As we watch you going in for the turn, not too bad on the turn, getting in and out kind of like what we'd see. I'd like to see it happen a little bit faster, so as soon as you touch that wall, really work on driving those knees up. But on that arm that's reaching above, I'd like to see that bent a little bit more like you would a freestyle. That way it's going to be able to come in a little bit more and help you go forward. When you come up and over like that, it's just going to help you go down versus giving you a whole lot of forward momentum. Looks like we're getting a couple dolphin kicks thrown in there. I can see that you're getting what looks like one right about there, and then another one there, and then you're going through that kick. So you might want to really make sure that you're keeping those legs nice and straight behind you so that they're not getting just kind of a natural movement. Looking at your pole now from this angle, I can see that we do want to make that stroke a little bit bigger. You've got real just tiny breaststroke going on. I think we can make things a little bit bigger. Timing wise, going in for the finish, looks pretty good. Just make sure you're working on touching with those fingertips to get to the wall first.